Little sister has had a crush on my husband, but she never expected to get humiliated in such a way. My younger sister Ariana turned into a homewrecker the moment my husband Kevin slipped the ring on my finger and started a desperate pick-me routine. If Kevin wore blue, she'd show up in blue. If he mentioned liking something, she'd become an expert overnight. If he posted about a restaurant, she coincidentally appeared during our date. It started subtle, almost innocent even, like sitting next to Kevin at every family dinner. Ariana would squeeze between us, claiming she couldn't hear from the other end. I didn't mind since family is family, but after 6 months it got obvious. Kevin joined a gym near his office. Ariana got a membership there the next day, showing up during his workout times in tiny sports bras. Kevin mentioned liking astronomy once. Suddenly Ariana was texting him NASA articles daily asking, "Can you explain this to me?" Then came the fake emergencies. Her car broke down near Kevin's office. Her apartment had a gas leak when I was out of town. She needed help moving heavy boxes that turned out to be empty. Kevin always told me immediately, showing me her texts with eye rolls. "She's just young and confused," he'd say, and I agreed until she officially went too far. A hard knock at 9 a.m., and there stood Ariana in a tiny white sundress, full makeup, hair curled like a magazine shoot. "I need Kevin's help moving furniture," she announced, pushing past me. "Where is he?" But we both knew she lived in a furnished apartment. I was about to tell her to leave when she added, "I'm sure you have errands to run. You can go away now." She was literally trying to dismiss me from my own home. Kevin came downstairs and she immediately grabbed his arm. "Oh, perfect. You're already dressed. I promise I'll return him in one piece." She actually winked at me. I felt my chest burn with rage, but then had a different thought. I headed upstairs loudly saying, "I need to take a bath," but I didn't leave or go to the bathroom. I stayed upstairs where I could hear everything through the vents. She didn't waste any time. "Oh my god, Kevin, you're so muscular," she giggled, clearly touching his arm. "Do you work out every day? I bet you could lift me with one hand. Wanna try?" I rolled my eyes. This girl had zero shame. I kept folding laundry, waiting for Kevin's polite deflection. Instead, I heard him say, "Seriously, Ariana, can I tell you something important?" My heart sank. Oh god, here we go. 2 years of marriage down the drain because my sister can't keep her hands to herself. "Of course," she chirped. "You can tell me anything, Kevin." Long pause. Too long. What was he thinking about? "I need you to stop this behavior immediately." "Wait, what? Stop what?" She played innocent, a defensive edge creeping in. The flirting, the constant texting, the fake emergencies, the revealing outfits, all of it stops now. "I don't know what you mean." "Because," he interrupted, voice deadly serious, "your sister is the only woman I have ever loved or will love. Like scary level obsessed love. I literally cannot see other women as romantic possibilities. My brain doesn't register them as options." Dead silence downstairs. I crept to the stairs, hardly breathing. When your sister walks into any room, everyone else becomes invisible to me, including you. Ariana's voice got shrill. "But I'm 5 years younger. I'm prettier. I have a better body. I wouldn't care if you were a supermodel. My wife could gain 200 pounds, lose her hair, get covered in scars, and I'd still choose her over anyone on this planet without hesitation." The door slammed so hard our wedding picture rattled. I came downstairs 10 minutes later, pretending to be back in the store. Kevin was sitting on the couch looking exhausted. "Ariana left already?" I asked innocently. He pulled me into his lap and held me tight. "She won't be coming around anymore," he said simply, and he was right. Ariana tried everything to save face. She called my mom crying that Kevin had misunderstood her friendship. She told our dad that Kevin was possessive and controlling. She even posted on Facebook about toxic masculinity and men who can't handle confident women. But Kevin had saved every text, every inappropriate photo, every timestamp of her fake emergencies. When she kept pushing her narrative, he sent one group message to our family with just 3 screenshots. Her asking him to meet her at a hotel, her sending lingerie photos, and her text saying, "You could do so much better than my sister." The family response was immediate. Mom called Ariana disgusting. Dad said she needed therapy. Our cousins unfriended her. Our grandmother removed her from the will announcement she'd just made. Ariana tried damage control, claiming the texts were out of context and jokes. But when she showed up to Easter dinner 2 weeks later, Kevin played a voicemail she'd left him on speaker, her voice breathy and low, describing in detail what she wanted to do to him. She ran out crying and hasn't been to a family event since.